Okay, in part one, when I left off, we had created our three dimensional part. So what I'm going to do now is I want to actually put our name on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Sketch, and I'm going to once again click the sketch icon. And what I want to do is I want to click on the face I want to sketch on. That's important. So I can click on a couple lines, some faces. I want this front face here, so I'm going to click on that. And I like to go up here to my views, and I like to do the normal to with this icon right here, and you can see that switches real nice to me. Okay, so now we're creating another sketch. Everything has to start with a sketch, then we can make it a feature. So what I want to do right now is I just want to choose the font or the text icon here. That's going to allow me to put text on here. And as soon as I do that, you can see my dialog box opens, and basically what this blue area is telling me is that I'm writing on this face right here, because I identified that a while ago. And I'm just going to do all caps. I'm just going to do my last name. Okay, and as you can see, it appears on our screen, but it's relatively small down here in the corner. So we're going to want to change a few things about that. So if I scroll down, I want to unclick this Use Document font, and I want to click on this button that says Font, and I'll get another dialog box. Now, it's important to remember that we're going to be later milling this out, so I don't want to get super fancy and picking my fonts. For example, a lot of you are going to want to do this chiller one here. I'm just going to warn you that that may not machine as nice as we want, so stick with something pretty simple for today, and then from there we can move on. I'm going to do this copper plate one because it's fairly simple. Now, units, I don't, you can try to type in a letter size, but I think what it would be easier today is if you go with points. And I have a relatively short name here, so I'm going to go with 72 point font. And we can convert that to inches. If you look that up online, you can understand how big a point is. I believe it's about 1/64 of an inch. So I'm going to click OK, and lo and behold, my name has gotten larger now, and that's kind of what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here and click this, and you can see I get a lot of different colors. And now I'm going to grab that and I'm going to kind of move it. And it's hard to see, but I am moving it. But the problem is I really don't know if it's centered or not. So let's do a little something for that. If you go up here and you click on the line tool, but you click on the little arrow here you'll get something that says center line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some diagonal lines. And some of you maybe will do this just with one, because now I can see a center point here. But let's go ahead and do two. Let's do it the right way. This is how you find the center of something. You draw diagonals. And I have a couple diagonals there. And I'm going to go ahead and click my line shut. Okay. And now I'm going to move that name until I believe it looks kind of centered. I won't spend a lot of time on here today because I'm recording this. That looks pretty good right there. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete those lines. So that one is blue. I hit delete and it's gone. They wouldn't machine because they're center lines, but I just don't like to look at them. So we're done there. We have my name right kind of almost centered perfectly in my name badge with fairly high letter height. That should look pretty good when it's all done. Now I want to do a feature that though. I want to engrave this, so I have to tell it that. So I'm going to go Exit Sketch. I'm going to click on Features, and I want to click on Extruded Cut. And as soon as I do that, you'll see that my name is now highlighted in yellow. So it's already found what I want to cut. I don't want to cut 300,000ths of an inch, that's too deep. I want to go about 100,000ths of an inch, that's 0.1. Check my box. It'll take a couple seconds, but it'll be done. Now, it doesn't look like it did anything, but now watch when I scroll this. Look closer, you can see that now has a depth to it. Now it's a 3D feature. Okay, so now we've gotten to the point where we not only have a 3D rectangle, but now we have a 3D cut. So we're going to stop this video here and get ready for the third and final video on how to finish your name badge.